What's good, y'all? So let's talk a little bit about superpowers, okay? The way our society works is we have to classify everything. What is that thing? That's a noun, that's an adjective, that's a good thing, a bad thing, that's something that you should leave behind, that's something you should aspire to get, to attain, or something like that, right? There's always some type of category that we can put something in. But from a young age, we were taught that superpowers weren't real. Only the aliens in the videos, in the movies, in the comic books, in the whatever can do this. Only the made up characters have these abilities. Where do you think they got the ideas from for these characters? You understand? Sure, somewhere in someone's head, someone can shoot fireballs, and that's very simple. But somewhere in this hidden history of this planet, somebody was running around throwing fireballs. Someone was running around lifting things up with their minds, right? So if this superpower doesn't express itself to that level of obviousness, to that level of clearness, like, okay, that's a superpower. We don't consider them anything special. But you have to really think about something. All of our things that we're good at, all the things that we gravitate to, all the things that we resonate with, all the things that we as individuals know that we are really good at, you have to see those as your superpower, just in their infancy stage, right? For example, gamers out there, we all know what the skill tree is. The skill tree. At first, you start off like if you play Final Fantasy X, like you're increasing like your attack points, your speed points. Okay, +3 attack. You move over to the next thing, +2 evasiveness. Eventually, though, you get like water blast. Then you get Poseidon's trident as a weapon or as an attack or something like that. It builds up to the point where it's like, I've mastered this. Now I have this super powerful ability called what I just say, something's trident. I already forgot what I said, but nevertheless, you get what I'm saying. For those of you that don't play video games, if you watch a movie, it's called character development. Okay, whether it be anime, whether it be an actual movie, whatever, character development. The person's going to start off as, let's just say, there's always two ways it goes. And we'll just start off at the bully point. The kid's getting bullied in middle school or whatever, right? Kids getting bullied in middle school. One day the bullies go a little bit too far. Then what happens? The kid bugs out, goes into like some transformation, starts pushing people with his mind all over the place. He's going crazy. Or there's always like the grand reveal, the grand awakening, the grand like realizing your power. There's also that one, and then we'll talk about that a little bit. But there's also the one that's like things slowly build on top of each other throughout the course of the movie, throughout the course of the video game, throughout the course of the anime. The person learns a new skill that they bring into this next fight. They go train up some more. To the next fight, you see a new ability, and it just keeps building and building and building until they get to their quote ultimate ability, their ultimate power, or like the success in the movie, the feel good ending in the movie, right? So all I'm here to say is, a lot of our abilities, a lot of our superpowers, like ignoring the 5D stuff right now, the 5D and the new plasma hitting the earth and more people awakening, is that let's just keep it to exactly where we are. A lot of our superpowers are being unnoticed. They're going unutilized. But I just write all day. I just talk to myself all day. I just cook. I just draw. I find my passion making cars and whatever and blah blah. But that's not a superpower. That's a hobby. That's a superpower in its infancy stage. That's why for me, whenever I say like, I got my godly stuff, and I start telling this like, we are all gods. We are all gods. We're all divine beings. As far as you're willing to claim, that's how far you can go. I'm going as far to say I'm a god. So whenever I walk into one of the ones that you pray to, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey, I'm waking up to get to your point, but like, can you help me out a little bit? Like, I'm trying to level up real quick. You understand? But the term is in the act of awakening. Okay? It's like when a lot of us say this type of stuff, it's like one of the dumbest things I've got on this whole YouTube journey is I start openly saying I'm a god, I'm a god. Say, if you were truly a god, you have millions of subscribers right now. I'm like, what does that have anything to do with anything? I'm trying to like develop myself and build and build and build. You're worried about my subscriber count? That shows where you are, and that shows where we're going. There's a difference. There's levels to this. It is what it is. But anyway, You really have to see your little hobbies. You have to see your little gifts. You have to see your little passions as hints to what your true powers are. Some of y'all really, like, for example, back at school, there was a girl that was really known for, like, she would call her the squirrel whisperer. You'd always see her in the middle of the park. She had like her face on one of the school magazines. One day she could talk to the squirrels. They just came up to her all the time, and she was just boom, boom, boom. They climb all over her shirt, her jacket, her book bag, and whatever. Jump back down. She'll give it something. That's what she did. Oh, that's just a hobby. That's something I'm good with. You think that's just a hobby? You think that's just a skill? That's a power. Because imagine if, let's just say, let's have a little bit of fun with it. Let's just say she's walking back in college town and three dudes, like, are talking, hey, cutie. And all she gotta do is tap into like the 18,000 squirrels that are around the area. And they can come like start biting at your ankles and stuff. That's a superpower. You understand? And it's just up to you to harness it and build it and see where you can go with it. Two people, two squirrel whisperers, right? One person could do it for good. One person could do it for evil. Hey, yo, listen, I'm going to need you to sneak into the jewelry store, right? And you're a squirrel, so just hide in the corner away from the opening. When they open the thing, you bite the ring, and then you jump out and climb through the duct and then bring me back the ring. You see what I'm saying? Or you could be the person that like brings in a swarm of squirrels to go attack people. You understand? Or you could just have them be the messengers and you can send them and be nice and whatever. But let's just say, for example, like let's just go a little bit out there with this one, like artists, right? You paint. Even if your paintings are very fundamental, even if they're very, very rudimentary, it's like you're painting and you love it. And it's like when you see blue, you see the water. You don't see blue paint, you see the water. Every time you see red, you see like like roses or something like that. Every time you see white and gray, those are cute little clouds. It's like Bob Ross. It's like, the cute little trees or the pretty little trees, calm little trees. What was he saying? Nevertheless, what if you like harness your power so well that every time you paint, you can enter that painting. You can enter that frequency of the painting that you did. So you're literally just making your own little portal. I want to be here in a place like this, and there's this going on. Good. And you just drop into the portal. You see what I'm saying? This is the stuff that I truly do believe is available to us, but we just have to harness it. And a lot of us, another thing that we've been duped into believing is that you have one superpower. Wolverine had the claws. Cyclops has the beams, and that's just what they do. But you have to look at all these things that you're good at, all these hobbies, all these things that make your brain work. And you're like, wait, there's no way I can just have one power. There's no way. Like, for example, with me, let's use myself as an example. For me, it's like, y'all know my three personalities in here. Two of them are me. One of them is a demon that we let live in here. He's like our pet. He's like the pet that became part of the family. It's like, you're telling me that that's not a superpower, that I have three different people in my head all the time that have different moods, different ways that they express themselves. Of course, they all culminate to make me. I'm not a freaking psycho yet. But nevertheless, it's like that's just what we do. I'm big into this mental magic. So all the power resides in my mind. And all I'm doing every day is seeing how far I can go with it, seeing how much I can influence the external situations in my life. And I'm noticing with more and more and more success, it's just becoming easier and easier and easier. You understand? It's like I truly feel powerful because I can literally script my day every day. Some days it goes out perfectly. Some days it doesn't. That means I have something to work on. I am in the act of awakening. I am in the act of building my power up and up and up. You understand? My voice. I talk. And with me just sitting here talking, I have the ability to rile up emotion in you. We all have that ability. You understand? It's just what are you saying? Am I triggering people just to get some attention, just to get some clout? No, I'm triggering you to get you to either really think about your beliefs or say, dang, that dude's really passionate about his. Let me see what he's talking about. Because either way, you can't hurt my feelings. You can say whatever you want to me. I don't care. This YouTube thing is a hobby. It's not a job for me. I'm not going to sit here and do this. No, I like helping people. That's what I like to do. I've said it many a times. I've always been the thief and the white mage in video games. If I have the choice, I'm always the healer, or I'm the one that's not really directly in the fight, but I'm out here like pickpocketing them. Hey, yo, look what I found. Here you go. I'm going to go find some other stuff. That's just how I get down. That's how I like to do. I never like to be on the front, but I like to help the people. I like to be a support character. You understand? That's my gift. That's my ability. And I have to see how far that goes. Especially with me being a healer and right now being like an amateur holistic medicine person. It's like, what happens when I put some freaking, I don't know, some peppermint leaf. I grind up, I just happen to have some walnuts right here. I grind up some walnuts and then do put some rosemary in there. And by the way, I can heal up a wound in 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That makes you powerful. Your knowledge of things makes you powerful. So think about, just sit back and think. I tried to have a little bit of fun with this video, but really sit back and think about the things that you're good at, the things that really interest you, the things that you find yourself spending time doing when you should be doing something else. That's your soul moving you towards what you should be doing. You understand? Quick little thing about that, kind of like a manifestation little tip there, but like paying attention to like what your life is starting to unfold for you. One of the things I've noticed is we had like a bunch of rearranged seating at the office, which I'm never really at anyway. But it's like whenever I go in, I have a different desk now. That desk happens to be closer to the exit. You see what I'm saying? These are the little keys, these are little hints that life is going to give you, that the universe is going to give you, that you're going to overlook. But I just said, I'm closer to the door. I'm almost out of here. That's just how I look at it in my brain, because I know what it is that I'm manifesting. I know what it is I'm attracting. I know what it is, what energy I'm putting out there. I'm at the level of adeptness that I know that my energy made this happen in my life. You understand? It seemingly perfectly happened that everybody else's, it's like people that are asleep or awakened in their lives, everything works out perfectly for me to say, oh, I saw that happening before it happened. Like I said, one day I'm going to drop that video, but that's me using my powers to free myself. And the more and more I practice them, the more and more I harness them, the easier and easier life is going to get. Then it's up to you to use your powers for good. It's like I'm trying to speak way into the future. I'm trying to prepare for the people that wake up when this plasma energy hits and all of our DNA starts waking up, and people can teleport, people can lift things with their mind, people can talk to the trees, people can manipulate the water, people can make it hot or cold in a room, stuff like that. Are you going to do it for good or evil? If you can manipulate heat or something like that, are you going to be burning all of your enemies down to cinders? And anyone that's trying to stop you from taking something that you want, you're just going to burn everybody? Or are you going to be like, oh man, look at this cold homeless person. Let me give them like a little heat bubble. There you go. And you go about your day. You see what I'm saying? There's ways to use your powers. At some point, there might be some war necessary with our powers. Let's just be real. But in the meantime, we're here to harness them. And with this new energy, we're getting constant boost after boost after boost. A new little unlock after unlock after unlock to get to who we truly are as individuals walking this planet. We're more than just the consumers of this world. We're more than just the people that are supposed to be trained to go out there and buy. We're supposed to be creators. We're supposed to be making things. For me, I like this. One of my, I think it was my grandma I was talking to. She's like, you're going to start a business or something? At least right now, I don't plan on starting a business. I don't plan on being an entrepreneur. I plan on motivating y'all to make the dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to build something, make something, create something, sing something, write something, go do it. Because that's all your ability. That's your power. You have the ability to make people move off of your music. You have the ability to make people move off of your mechanic skills, quite literally. Instead of just repairing things, throw an extra piece in there that's going to make their car run even more amazing. You see what I'm saying? Hey, that was a $200 piece. And, we can't have you doing that. Well, cool. This is what I want to do with my life. This is what I'm going to go do. You see what I'm saying? Your life, your true essence is always going to try to come out, especially in these times of change. What you're changing from is that level of conformation, conforming to society that we've all been built to do. It's a conform. If you were the loudmouth kid in grade school, they want to shut you up. Hey, you're talking too much. But what if I have a point? You see, I was that kid. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't super disrespectful, but every once in a while, if I heard something stupid, I wouldn't let it fly until I had an answer. I bet, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Blah, 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 blah. Well, we'll move forward. Well, I was like, well, I can't move forward if I don't understand that. And I had the teacher perplexed. Oh, the kid's talking back. I'm not getting through my lesson plan. Teachers had to make lesson plans. That shows you that there's no individuality. Sure, a teacher can make it a little bit more fun than the other, but even teaching is a skill. It's a gift. It's an ability. And right now we have people in jobs and not real teachers. You see, teachers that will go out of their way to do something amazing, and they are out there. But right now, some of these teachers say, hey, this is my paycheck. Y'all just sit there quiet while I do this. It's like, let me find out. It's like, I don't want to work in a school, but like one day I want to be like a like that superpower teacher that no one knows. I'm just sitting back, and I'm always here to just bring out the powers in the young people, because they'll be more easily understanding of it, But went on a little rant there, but nevertheless, it's like you have power, explore it. That's the moral of the story. To the next one.